Hi, I'm Jim Knotts, President and CEO of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund. Welcome to today's virtual reading of the names. 2022 marks the 40th anniversary of the dedication of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. As part of our commemoration, we'll host an in-person reading of the names at the wall from November 7th through 10th, 2022, when all 58,281 names on the wall will be read aloud. In the lead up to that event, we'll be reading names each day online while sharing the photos of these heroes. For our daily virtual reading, the names of the service members will be read by month and day of death between the years 1956 and 1975 in alphabetical order for the given day. We apologize in advance for any mispronunciations. Know that our readers are doing their best to honor these service members. We hope you'll listen and watch each day and share with others as we remember and honor those who gave their lives during the Vietnam War. Giannis Abolins, Fred Eugene Andrews, Roy Antonio Aubain, Thomas Dalton Babin Jr., John Stephen Bago, Herman Helmanu Bond, Darrell Verdu Barnes, Lawrence Vic Beatties, Reuben Bell Jr., Thomas Lee Blanks, Paul Boren Blunt Jr., Frank Edward Bronner, Terrence Lee Brock, Charles John Catelli, Reginald Wong Yet Chun, David Michael Clavier, Robert Louis Klein, Henry Conrad Cousineau, Gregory Ellis Cox, Richard Wayne Davis, Charles O'Neill Dixon Jr., Robert Allen Doughton, Paul Michael Evans, Gary David Falk, Kenneth James Farrell, George Francis Flanagan, Kenneth Loren Fountain, Richard Hammond Frost, James Francis Furman, Meredith Alton Gabriel, Billy Willie Gober, Roger Dale Griffith, James Buckner Hall, Roy Lee Hammonds, Oscar Hardison, Johnny Lee Hawkins, Robert Caulfield Henderson, David Owen Hershiser, Alfred Dean Hildebrand, Bobby Foster Holman, Ralph Edward Ike II, Gary Lee Jameson, Billy Jean Gent, Lowell Johnson, Stephen Bryce Johnston, David Samuel Jones, Joe Harold Kiefer, Wayne H. Kelman, Curtis Lee Kennedy, Glenn Charles Klein, Brian Robert Cohen, Mitchell Sim Lane, Roger William Larcher, Reginald Wallace Lindsay, Ross Whittier Livermore, Richard Lytle Long, James Robert Macy, Richard Michael Mahan, Thomas McCrae, Michael Kelly McGuire, Larry Holmes McLaughlin, Michael Frederick Myhoff, Willis Leandrew Midget, Alvin Edward Miller,
Richard Willis Minnick Jr., Dennis Edward Montag, Bobby Jean Neild, James Dale Ozenbaugh, Danny Wayne Overton, Walter John Peters, Clifton Palmer Pierce, William Hudsell Pless, Jean Albert Polito, Gary Garnett Prince, Peter Pulaski Jr., Dwight Francis Rand, Joseph McKinley Rankins, Donald George Reich, Grant A. Rhodes, Nathaniel Robert Rose, James Willie Roy III, Thomas Allen Sherman, David Lowell Simon, David Richard Simons, Francis Joseph Snee Jr., Robert William Sorensen, Bernard Allen Soder, Alan Robert Spinks, Coy G. Staton, Eugene Frederick Sweet Jr., Frank Oliveris Toboada, Kenneth James Takimoto, Theodore Taylor Jr., Vincent Torres, Roger Lee Troxell, John Jeffrey Turk, James Sidney Vance, Paul Herman Villarosa, Robert Valenti Vinskotsky, William Samuel Waddell, Ronald R. Watson, Norman Byron Wenzel, Stephen Arthur Wessel, James Robert Whitmore, Jimmy Allen Whitson, Waldo Alva Williams, Richard C. Williams, Bobby Lee Williams, George Merritt Wisham, Jr.